learning. As I said, you are welcome once again. And today we'll be looking at business finance and then financial accounting. But we'll be starting with the business finance where we left off last time, and we'll continue from there today. Last time we were looking at portfolio building and how do we build portfolio. That was what we were looking at last week or last 2 weeks. And we have learned how to build certain portfolios or portfolios on different investments. And you came across how to calculate for your portfolio building, portfolio expected return, and then how to also calculate your portfolio standard deviation. We came across how you determine your covariance given your correlation coefficient, and how you also determine your covariance when you have not been given the correlation coefficient. So basically, these were some of the things we looked at last 2 weeks. We learned how to build portfolio, and then we talk about things you need when you want to build a portfolio, or various aspects, or let me say the things you need, or if you want to build portfolio, what are the steps you follow. And we say you identify the individual investment weight, determine the relationship, that's the correlation among the investment, you identify the covariance, and then determine the portfolio risks. And we went ahead and we determined how to, we went ahead and then we calculate how to determine portfolio expected return. Then we use the same example we're using in the standalone, the amusement park and then the sky resort illustration. We went ahead and then we looked at how to calculate portfolio standard deviation using the same illustration, and we did that very well. We also went ahead and did several illustrations, and this was basically where we ended last week or last 2 weeks. As I said earlier, if you have any questions, you raise up your hand, and then I'll call you, or if you have any pending questions, you have questions from our last meeting and you want me to address for you, you can raise up your hand. I'll see you and then I'll give you a call, then I'll explain for you. If you want to raise up your hand, you go to the bottom of your screen, you see participants, then you click there. It will pop up on the right hand side of your screen for you. Then where your name is, there is a 3 dots over there. You click the dots, then you see the hand to raise up. So immediately you click the raise up hand, pops up on my screen. I'll unmute you, then you ask your question. So if you have any questions, you raise up your hand, you ask me, and then I'll answer. But if we have no questions, then I assume that where we have ended last week, you have gone through and you are okay with it. And so therefore, we can build on that. But before we go, I have a question, and I'll ask the question, then I'll unmute one of you to answer that question. Now, my question is, I have 2 investments. I have investment A. You can write it down. I have investment A, and then I have investment B. And the portfolio expected return on the investment A and B is 10%. The portfolio expected return on investment A and B is 10%. And then the standard deviation, the portfolio standard deviation on investment A and B is 3%. So expected return is 10%. the portfolio standard deviation is 3%. Now, what does this 3% mean? What does this 3% mean? If you know, you raise up your hand. If you don't know, or if you didn't raise up your hand, I'll unmute you without you knowing, and then you answer the question. So my question is, I have two investments, A and B. The portfolio expected return on these two investments is 10%. The portfolio standard deviation on these two investments is 3%. What does this 3% mean? Or this 3%, what message is it communicating to you as an investor? This particular 3%, what message is it communicating to you as an investor? Yes, I'm waiting for my answer. Nick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Good. This 3%, what does it mean?
So I have no idea.
Hey, this class, we don't accept no idea. Mercy. Yes, who has an answer? Some people are praying hard, I shouldn't unmute them. Richmond, you are on floor.
So I just came in, so I don't even know what you're saying.
Don't worry. But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
I can hear you.
Richmond, I have two investments, investment A and B. The
Okay.
portfolio expected return on A and B is 10%. The portfolio standard deviation on A and B is 3%. This 3%, as an investor, what is it telling you?
Say my again.
Delphina, this 3%, what information is it communicating to you?
Say, mommy, I'm trying. No, maybe it's the risk.
Yeah, the 3% is the risk. Yes. The standard deviation is the risk. So what message is it communicating to you?
It is telling us that if you get 10% as your expected return, then the 3% is your risk you are going to incur in the business.
Okay, you've tried. Who else has an answer? I thought I saw Sadiq. I thought I saw Sadiq, or Sadiq has run away. Okay.
Maybe.
Can you all see my screen here? Can you all see what I've highlighted?
Yes.
Good. So the standard deviation of 3% is telling us that the investment, the probability of we getting the 10% is 97%. And the probability of we not getting it is 3%. So the risk associated with the investment is 3%. So it means that when you invest 1 Ghana cedis in that money, the chances of you losing that money is 3%. Are you getting the scenario? So last time we came across an illustration here like this, and the portfolio expected return we calculated was is it 9% or so, something of that sort? Are you getting it? No, the return was 14.8, and then we said the standard deviation indicates that the chances of we not achieving the portfolio expected return of 14.8 is 8.67. So the standard deviation or the risk actually tells us that the chances of we not achieving the portfolio expected return is A, B, and C. Is that right? Okay. So let's move on. Today, we are going to be looking at the return and risk of portfolios. The return and risk for portfolios. So those who are having the handouts, you open to your handout. Let me get the exact page for you. Those who are not having it too, you can go to the page. We have shared the handout on the page for you, and then you take it from there. Let me see if I can see my own. So that I'll share the exact page with you guys. Okay, somebody is sending a message. Does it mean that? Yeah, page 30. So I'm told where we are supposed to start from today is on page 30. So you open to page 30 of your handout, and then we will do justice to that. So where we are starting today actually starts from here. So if we are talking about the return and risks for portfolios, how do we calculate it given different methodology or using different methodology? That is basically what we are talking about now. So kindly get it. I'm going to share it on the page for you. Then those who don't have the handout, we download it quickly, and then we continue from there.